Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we are making a very simple dessert using mangoes. As it is summer here in Australia and we get fresh mangoes, I've used fresh mangoes, but you can also use canned mango pulp for this recipe. This dessert needs to be chilled, so make sure you plan and make this at least couple of hours before you want to serve it. And as for the name, I have no idea why it's called a fool, but a fool is a traditional English dessert where usually stewed pureed fruit is mixed in with custard. But the modern versions all use pureed fresh fruit with whipped cream. Moving on to the ingredients, I've used 2 ripe mangoes here and half a cup of powdered sugar, and I'll be using about 500 ml of thickened cream. Firstly, let's peel and chop the mangoes. Transfer the mango pieces into a blender jar and blend it into a smooth puree. I also like to add some chopped mango pieces into the dessert once it is ready. For this, you can either set aside a few mango pieces from here before blending, or you can use a separate mango. So now we have a smooth mango puree here. Set aside half to 3/4 cup of the mango puree to use as a topping later on. Now it's time to whip some cream. Whenever you plan to whip cream, make sure to place the bowl and the beater attachments in the fridge for at least 30 to 40 minutes prior to this. Also make sure that your whipping cream is cold. I'll be using about 500 ml of whipping cream. Now let's whip the cream till stiff peaks are formed. Now for those of you who don't know what stiff peaks means, when we whip cream, it progresses from a stage of no peaks, which is the beginning stage that you start the cream with, to soft peaks and then on to stiff peaks. And if you beat the cream beyond stiff peaks, that's when it curdles and turns into butter. You can watch closely as I whip the cream to see how this progression happens. You can see as we're blending that the cream is still liquidy and it's flowing around quite easily when we move the beater around. But as we beat further, we will see that the cream starts thickening up a bit, and when we lift the blender attachments at this stage after turning the blender off, you'll see that peaks are formed but then it falls back quickly. And when you keep beating, you'll see that the cream starts thickening even more, and after a minute or so you will see that the cream has become really thick. And if you were to stop the blender and lift the blender attachments at this point, you'll see how the peaks are formed and how nothing is falling back. And you'll know if you whip the cream to stiff peaks if you turn the bowl upside down and nothing falls down. I'll leave a few links below in the description box wherein you can read more about the different stages of whipping cream. If you are a first timer, I would recommend that you go through a couple of the links and make sure you understand the steps right. You can see how stiff the cream is when I'm running my spatula through it. Now it's time to bring all the ingredients together. So I'm adding in the powdered sugar to the blended mango. You can also add the sugar in when you're blending the mango pieces. Give this a good mix to let all the sugar mix well with the mango puree. You can add some more sugar if you find the mangoes are too sour. And now let's fold in the mango puree into the whipped cream. Make sure to not vigorously beat the mixture, as this will then deflate all the air that you have whipped into the cream, and it is the airiness in the whipped cream that makes the dessert fluffy and creamy. I'm adding in some vanilla essence here as well. This is a very forgiving dessert and you do not have to be strict about the quantity of ingredients that you're using. I felt that it needs a little bit more of mango flavor, so I've added in some more mango puree at this point. You can vary the quantity of mango puree and sugar as per your liking. Let's transfer the dessert into the serving bowls, and then these can be kept in the refrigerator to chill until it's time to serve. This next step is completely optional. I'm chopping up some mangoes and I'll be adding this into the whipped dessert. Fold the chopped mango pieces into the dessert. And divide them among the serving bowls. Tap the bowls gently to even out the mixture in each of them. Here I'm taking the mango puree that we had kept aside when we blended the mangoes, and to this I'm adding some water. Again, the measurements are not strict. Adding in some powdered sugar again here and mix it up. You can skip the powdered sugar if the mangoes are sweet enough. We're just making this as a topping for the mango fool. So make sure there are no lumps of sugar in the mixture and spoon them out onto each of the bowls. Chill them in the refrigerator for at least 3 to 4 hours before serving. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. If you do make this dessert, please don't forget to share your photos with me. I'll be really happy to see them. I'll leave my Instagram and Facebook page links below so you can tag me on these accounts. I'll see you soon with another fun video.